The following podcast is most likely unlistenable, unintelligible, inarticulate, and problematic, and will probably ruin your day. But if you have any pity in your big red heart, you'll listen to these four handsome boys. Please, bro, please. They need this so bad, please, bro, just listen.
You ever just look at a woman and be like, man, she kind of got that
You can't say that can't be the cold open. I was gonna bring it back to what we were talking about, like Native American way of life. I would totally be for like the re-wildification of just like society in general. Like, wouldn't you fucking kill to see like
to return to
shit?
monkey?
Yeah, and like just Pangea. I think we should do like a scramble, like a randomize one day.
Oh, like get helicopters and like pick up.
Yeah, like Operation Dumbo Drop times a million. Yeah, like grab a bunch of like flora and fauna and just kind of scramble it all across the fucking globe. You know what I'm saying?
But it wouldn't exist, right? Like,
why?
Wait, but what do you mean? Like
as a challenge,
flora, like shit that used to exist there, or just like.
No, I mean like take some
like
fucking plant life from Australia, put it in like Kansas, and then grab some like animals from Africa and put them in, you know, Kitchener.
We already do that.
Like,
it's called invasive species.
Yeah,
but we make it like equal. We make it equal, so we put invasive like we equalize the amount
of. If it's random, it's not equal.
Well, we would. Like the perfect scientific formula to make sure that it's like, you know, everyone gets a fair amount of invasion.
Everyone gets a fair amount.
Sounds like a fucking Doofenshmirtz.
Can you imagine
fucking scheme? No, I couldn't imagine. Actually, that sounds like the worst thing ever. That sounds like apocalyptic measures. I mean, we're already in apocalyptic measures, like in the environment. Let's just no. Let's do it.
This is the craziest scenario that I think you could have come up with, even though that this is just like zoos that we have now, but
it's like open concept.
But like,
zoos.
yeah, zoos are at least a little bit contained, right?
But open concept.
But like open concept, no containment, just fuck it. Whatever.
Welcome back to Post Unavailable. It's the podcast for zoophiles. Is zoophiles a bad thing, right?
Zoophile is a very bad thing.
It doesn't mean that you just like zoos.
Yeah, no. It's a love.
I mean, even that would be a bad thing.
It's a love for animals, like erotic.
I'm the biggest zoopho.
Well, I mean, I'm of course joined by the biggest zoophiles that you'll find in any corner of the internet. March and Babel.
He snaw.
March and what zoo do you like?
Feral.
Don't call me a zoophile. Don't refer to me as a zoophile.
And
cut that out. Cut that out.
I'll cut that out.
Yeah, cut that out.
And Matthew
instead, call me a. I'd rather be called a honestly than a zoophile. That's more
yeah, thanks. I'm glad no one said anything, so we can get that isolated.
Okay,
and very we can get a very isolated, clean.
I'm more in love with the zoos than Basie is, so it doesn't even matter. He's barely a zoophile.
I'm of course Noah Friesen, and I just love zoos.
Basie, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you and your friend Jack were riding horses together, and when you were done, okay, Jack had trouble dismounting the horse. Would you help
off a horse? I'd help Jack off a horse.
Okay, there you go.
We got a clean cut of that.
I got a clean cut of that.
Thank you.
That's like, did you see that video that I put in the Instagram chat of the monkey at African Lion Safari coming into its hand and then licking the cum and then wiping it on the driver's
windshield? Our viewers.
I'll post it. That's something I could post because it's very in theme with like the podcast, but I never will. So
what, coming on a windshield? Yeah.
No, like monkeys and being dirty.
Coming monkeys.
Would you let
Where
a
are we
monkey
going
go?
with this?
I don't know.
What's the
It's
theme
just-
today?
It's just random shit. You know?
Zoophilia.
It's coming
Yes.
monkeys.
We're just monkeys today. It's just
Mhm.
fucking animal.
Just monkeying around.
Would you
No.
Would you take a monkey into your car if you're at African Lion Safari?
I could nap a monkey.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Consensually.
Like, do they
I
check?
could ask it
That's the
first.
thing. Like,
They don't check. Surely they don't check.
Well, what if
Oh,
I
they
let
have
the monkey
cameras.
out before we leave? Like, what if I just bring him in the car, we hotbox the car, and then we let the monkey out before we leave?
That's
Well, I'd
true.
get a
Like,
monkey
how
high as fuck.
do you think they're like he's had that monkey in his car for way too long?
Here-
Like they're not like they're not gonna come and like
You'll never know.
sometimes at African Lions. I mean, I haven't been in a hugely long time, but the last time I went, you know, sometimes you're just stuck in traffic for a long time. So if the monkey's just sitting and behaving in your car,
In your car.
I don't understand. How have none of the monkeys just like left?
that's what I'm
You know?
saying.
It's just
I
a
don't think-
fence.
I don't think they actually have monkeys though, right? They're like baboons and
They're
stuff.
baboons,
apes.
yeah.
They're
Yeah,
little-
so you guys are literally being racist right now.
I guess
A baboon
That's
is
like
a monkey.
calling Winston from Overwatch a monkey instead of a scientist.
and you know he hates that.
Yeah. So
But I'm just saying,
all
how,
I'm
okay, well,
saying
how
is-
come the baboons haven't escaped?
Baboons are monkeys.
are
Just
they?
to
Oh,
clarify.
Fun taking
oh,
apart
are they?
cars.
Oh,
Well, let's
no,
not
they
get
are.
into let's
You
not
would
get into
know.
fucking some
I would
files.
know.
You know, you fuck them. You have
They
sex
have-
with them. So
Are baboons the ones with the big red ass cheeks?
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So baboons are just monkeys after I'm done with them.
Rat-
I get
Redicus
what
assicus.
Noah's onto, because obviously if the monkeys aren't escaping, they have to be keeping them there for some reason. And what better way than drugs? Maybe they're already getting the
Could be.
monkeys by
Yeah,
themselves.
maybe they're already
probably
fucked
depend. I
up.
mean, they also are probably dependent on fucking like food and shit that the
Probably.
the zoophiles at African Lion Safari give them.
Probably. Yeah, I think they definitely are.
That'd be like an unfortunate
I'd
team
feel
name
that.
if you were like working at a zoo. You know how like when you work at a place, you give yourself like funny like team nicknames. That'd be
Mhm.
like a very unfortunate one. That'd be like a headline in the Toronto Star or whatever. Like local young
Local
junior
zoophile.
zookeepers call themselves zoophiles. Parents upset, right? When
If I was a yard duty teacher, I would be like, "Hey kids, do you like going to the zoo?" Yeah, it's like, "Oh man, you should tell your parents how big of zoophiles you are."
you would not
That's
be
what I
allowed
would do.
back at that elementary school if you were a yard duty teacher. Are you kidding me?
What?
You
You're gonna get a
They wouldn't
restraint.
know who I am. You kidding me?
You're just a random
The
person.
kid, no. I'm supposed to be there, but the kids wouldn't know, right?
Oh,
The
I
kids
see,
would be
that's
like, "Yeah, just some guy."
That's true.
Some
As
guy
a
said
kid,
that.
literally anyone could put on like the crossing guard vest and start walking along the field. I mean, obviously the teachers would be like, "Who the hell is that?"
Yeah,
But,
but anybody could do it, and that's fucked up.
Yeah.
So how many times did it happen? I don't know.
It's a horrible thought. One time, I'm pretty sure one of our yard duty teachers took in kids that were just hanging out at the park that was like right outside school bounds that weren't even part of our school.
I
Like they're
sent
like
them to the office.
send them to our office.
Nice.
We had a couple yard duty teachers that had just complete power trips.
I mean, why else be a yard duty teacher? You
Yeah.
failed at every other aspect of your life. You might as well.
Yeah, I can't. I
It's
can't.
a volunteer position. It's not like it's their career.
Well,
they need this.
and why are they volunteering? Why are they volunteering instead of doing
They
an
would like-
actual work? Huh?
Yeah, wasn't one of
You're
them like
right.
a
You're
military?
right. Actually, that's a fair point.
Just do
Yeah.
real work. Just like get a job.
Just
Fucking loser.
Join the military. Be a sniper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a yard duty teacher who said he used to be part of the Peace Corps, and then
Peace
also,
Corps.
but also a military sniper.
Oh hell yeah!
There's
So,
nothing
like-
peaceful about a military sniper.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was shooting
Oh, fuck.
bullets of peace.
We were such bad kids at lunchtime. So like at our school, there was like fucking all the grade 8s and 7s were in like one section isolated from the rest of the school. So like there was like 4 classrooms or whatever, and all the grade 7s and 8s were in these 4 classrooms. So there would be like supply teachers or
Yeah.
whatever, like going between all 4 of the classrooms to see if anybody needs to go to the bathroom or whatever. And we were so bad and obnoxious that we made a lot of them quit. But one of them was like, he was so mad. He was saying things like, "Do you guys think that you intimidate me? Okay, I was the quarterback of the Ross football team. Okay," and we were like, "What the fuck?" We were making fun of him so bad after he said that. We were like, every time we'd be like, "Hey, you can't fuck with me, okay? I was the captain of the Ross football team. All right, fuck off."
Supply teachers get it rough, man. But
yeah, well, maybe they
sometimes they ask for it.
Yeah, maybe when don't be a dick, right?
Think you kids can intimidate me?
Yeah, you think you can intimidate me?
I was friends with the captain of the football team.
I was the water boy of the football team. Like it wasn't
what that
even...
means. That means literally nothing to you. What the hell?
What the hell? Wait, what? Wait.
You guys are 8 years old and you could not give further of a shit about me or my experience? Well, fuck you.
Well, you don't intimidate me, so.
You don't intimidate me. We shouldn't. We're babies.
We're literal school children. We shouldn't.
The fact that you have to bring it up kind of
means that, yeah, maybe.
I'm not
we're
scared
not trying
of you.
to intimidate you. We're just assholes, okay? Like, calm down.
I'm not afraid anymore.
I'm not afraid anymore. Like, we had the same thing kind of with like segregating the different ages. But ours was more like all the little kids had to stay in like a pavement area, and then everyone else could go wherever you want. And then also there was like a kindergarten cage, like a kindergarten pen, which we broke out of. I remember in junior kindergarten.
Holy fuck, that's badass.
It was just like a latch. We ran like a couple. I don't know. We like didn't get that far, and then we were sent back. But man, the thrill, you know.
You ran a couple people over.
Yeah. God, I wish.
And your little, those cars, that you like, the orange and yellow ones that you ride around with, and you like kick your legs to move.
Yeah,
them.
like
you're running over kids. Yeah, you're running over kids with those.
Fuck yeah, those are sick. I had one of those. Did you guys ever have? I guess it was like newer, but like every little kid for a while had those ones where you just turn the wheel and it goes automatically.
Those were awesome.
We never had that shit.
Oh, those were so cool.
Same with the did you ever know anyone with like the motorized Jeep? You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Oh, those? I wanted one so
I still want one.
Those were so fucking cool.
It was always so fucking. It'd be like a kid would be in it, and then like their dad just following behind, or like their grandpa.
Yeah,
just
it would be fucking awesome. It's like a little go-kart for kids.
It's so slow, so you could just walk. Go ahead.
Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say
go ahead.
Nowhere you're going, nowhere that you could be going is somewhere that you couldn't just walk to. Like your grandpa's walking.
Yeah, but it's like, come on, Noah. Come on, it's for little kids.
Noah. Right?
So not everything has to be.
You could walk to work.
What?
Yeah, you could walk to work, buddy.
Like how am I supposed to get to my fucking job in this thing? Like, this isn't practical for me. It's like, well, it's a fucking kid's toy. It's like, that's bullshit. That's stupid.
It is stupid. I think kids should be given practical things like nail guns and tax forms.
True.
And like a file.
And a butcher's knife.
Kids these days don't know how fucking rough we had it, okay?
You know what?
We had tax forms when we were kids.
You know what I got for Christmas? A cheese shredder. So I could shred my own cheese.
Shredder.
What were you going to say?
For Christmas?
What were we talking about? Oh, right. I saw this one video. This guy was like, "Oh, so my daughter has one of these remote control cars, like one of the things we're talking about." And he's like, "So I decided to put my drill battery into the car, and well, let's see how it goes." And then the kid goes like fucking accelerates super fucking fast, and then stops, and then starts bawling her eyes out. And the guy's like, "Well, maybe it was a little too fast." And it's like, do you know how fucking dangerous that is? There's a reason those things are like capped at a certain speed. It's so kids don't go, like, she didn't even have a helmet on. I don't want to be Karen or anything, but maybe all of the comments on the video, it was like Instagram video, shouldn't have been like, oh, that was fucking lit, dude. She was so scared. It's like, bro, if she did a face plant, she'd be fucked up.
I feel like sometimes parents like set that shit up though, so that their kid can fall over or like fall off a slide or some shit, just so they can put it on America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah, that's hilarious, dude. Literal child abuse, epic.
Like most America's Funniest Home Videos, at least the ones that win, always look like they're incredibly set up.
Yeah,
it's usually just to make like a little brother cry or like someone fall over and get knocked over or some shit. Like back when I was a kid and I would watch America's Funniest Home Videos, the ones that like would actually make you laugh are the ones that are on for like 1 second and then cut away. Yeah, but those aren't gonna fucking win. It's gonna be the kid that's like throwing fucking eggs at their brother or some shit. Yeah. Like it's gonna be the one that's like 2 minutes long. It's like, God, why did this one fucking win, dude? Tom Bergeron, what are you fucking doing?
What are you thinking?
Did you not see the kid falling over in quick succession?
What were they thinking? Yeah, but then they have to get the people there, and the people who like, you always know who's gonna win because like they're there.
They're like dressed the nicest.
Yeah, they're always dressed the nice, and they're always like, and it's like, it's not like it's decided then and there. It's bullshit. It's like it's scripted or something. Anyways, fuck that shit. I hate that shit. Yo, I only watch real shit like 2 Chainz talking about the most expensive businesses in America.
Was
you ever watched that show?
No.
It's like 2 Chainz. He goes around and he's like, oh man, today I'm with fucking Burt Beans, and he's got a fucking he makes custom barbecues, and they're $25,000 each. It's like, then 2 Chainz is like, so what's it like? Like, I guess you don't get a lot of business because they're so expensive. And then the people, it's like some old ass like decrepit fucking Southern man. He's like, well, actually, we get a lot of business. Yep. We get a lot of business, and we sell a lot of $25,000 barbecues. And then you sit there and you're like, what the fuck am I watching? But you know it's real, you know?
Well, I mean, it's just an advertisement though. Like that's what Pawn Stars became, right? Pawn Stars just became people like showing off shit that they had. It was just like, this is from Halo. This is a Halo suit, and I make them, and like I own this.
This is
and
a
you can contact me
Master
here.
Chief's come.
And they're like, I'm not gonna sell. Like they just lead them along. Those fucking big old fat guys from Pawn Stars, they just lead them along for a while, and then
they're like, sorry, man. Like I know this is like a really good business investment, and like I can probably make a lot of fucking money. Like if you sell this, and like you'll make a lot of money, and it's like an actual like, well, what was the one I saw? One, I think it was like some YouTuber like Quentin Reviews or something, and it was like this turtle shell guitar, right? And everybody, like, he gets all these experts in, and one expert's like, oh hell yeah, this is fucking dope, like you should definitely buy this, and it's like, it's really rare, and you should, like, it's worth a lot. And the guy's like, and Pawn Star guy's like, yeah, okay, maybe I will. And then like one dude shows up and is like, this is strictly illegal. This is like, you're going to go to jail if you have this guitar. Like if you try and sell it, like the feds are going to come and fucking like actually kill you. Like they're going to fucking shoot you if they
devil
catch you with this.
Will rise from the earth.
Yeah,
and take his turtle guitar back.
Satan's going to fucking like actually just murk you. He's going to 360 no scope you, and then the guy's like, oh, sorry man, like one random guy is like, nah, it's super illegal, and he's like, nothing I can do, bro, like sorry I can't buy this. And it's like, it was literally leading up to him buying it, and he kept saying like, oh, I'm gonna buy it, yeah, no, we're definitely gonna go through this. And then he's like, nah, ain't happening, bruh.
Well, because the
kind of scale,
they don't pawn shit in the Quentin Reviews that episode, he talks about how they don't actually pawn shit anymore because it was just sad when they do. Because the whole point of pawning, which I never knew for the longest time, I did not understand how pawning works. I thought you just sell random shit you have and you just get money for it.
Oh, it's collateral.
It's literally like, here, I'm gonna try to make. I don't have money right now, but I'm gonna give this to you so that you give me some money.
It's a loan. It's a collateral. It's collateral loan, and it's fucked up.
And you have to make the money back.
Yeah.
To buy your shit back.
Yeah.
Which is fucked. That's why they stopped doing it. They literally just made it so that like people can show off shit.
It's like Loan Shark. Instead of getting your knees broken, you just don't get the fucking
your
wedding
guitar
ring back. Yeah, you don't get your turtle guitar back.
Do you imagine?
But what Pawn Stars turned into was just people wanting to sell random fucking shit that they have. That's what it turned into.
Honestly,
that was a more interesting show.
Yeah, and it's better now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's also better in a lot of ways, especially morally.
They should combine like a bunch of History Channel shows into one. Like they should do Pawn Stars meets Manhunter. Although I don't know if that's a history show.
They should get all of the History Channel shows and then randomly add different History Channel shows to them. So it's like a weird like diversity, you know?
Are you doing my Earth thing? What would make more sense is if they got random History Channel shows and then added like different experts on things. So like everyone has to just make a show, I guess, or an episode based on the randomly assigned people that they're given, the experts. So it's like we have to do a show about aliens. We have an expert on Abraham Lincoln's assassination, and we have an expert on fucking limestone, and now we have to get these guys to talk about fucking like Bigfoot or some shit. Now that's a show.
Wait, you're getting just experts of random things to talk
to make
about
a show.
Shit they don't know anything about.
Oh, so you're kind of making like a podcast,
basically, right?
Oh,
there's enough. There's enough stuff in there.
Yeah, you should do that for a podcast. You should do that on your podcast.
What are you the expert of? What would History Channel hire you for? What would your History Channel show be?
Jigglypuff Mysteries.
Jigglypuff Mysteries?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What would your first episode be?
Well, I can't tell you. It's a mystery.
What is Jigglypuff? And then in the next one would be, is Jigglypuff real? Have you ever just watched tried to watch a Netflix like docu series and like all of the titles are just so fucking stupid? And it's like it's like that. It's like the truth.
There's always one. It's like the truth,
the mystery,
aftermath,
the mystery truth. It's like what?
It's like legacy, aftermath. It's all like fucking Mortal Kombat titles. Annihilation.
Yeah, I got really bored, and I went on Netflix for the first time in a long time, and I was like, I want to watch a documentary, and so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna watch this one about killers. That seems pretty sweet. It's like it's called like I Am a Killer or something. Like sweet, okay. So it's about it's like people telling their stories about how they killed somebody. Fucking dope, I guess.
Sick.
Whatever, sick, awesome content. And so I was watching the first episode, and it's this woman, and she's like, "Yeah, I didn't know what to do with my life or whatever, and like I didn't know like where it was going." And I'm like, "Sweet." So she turned into a fucking gangster or something. She killed somebody, and she's like, "So I met this guy. Can't remember his name. This is not important. So I met this guy, and like, I found him shirtless, at a frat party surrounded with empty beer cans, and he said, 'What's up, baby?' And I just fell in love immediately. I love this man. So we go everywhere together, and we go across the country, and then eventually one day we're driving, and he looks at me, he says, 'I can't be happy with you anymore.' And I was devastated. And then it is kind of a sad story, okay? I'm making light of it. But anyways, eventually he's like, 'I want to die.' And then she's like, 'Well, I know how to do that, and it'll be painless, and it'll just be like going to sleep and never waking up.' And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh, this is okay. And so I didn't finish it because I was like, this is cringe.
It's too funny.
So basically, I think what happened, like I skimmed through it, I tried to, and so she's crying and she's like, I did like so she loves this guy and he wanted to die, so she killed him, and I'm like, okay, are you a killer though? Like you're not a cold-blooded killer, right? Like I guess there's some, like okay, that makes sense. There's reasoning behind it, but you're not like a killer.
I think this just sounds like this sounds like just a fake story, to be honest.
But and then I didn't watch the rest of the episode. There's other people's points of view of the story, and it's always like this is this person's story, but some other people think otherwise. And every episode of this docuseries was like that. So it was like fuck it. So I skipped to the last one. Couldn't even finish that one. And that one was like this old, like bearded man. It looks like a biker, and I'm like, yes, an actual cold-hearted killer. Let's go. And then he was like, so he's like, yeah, so lived in whatever town and got into. I started smoking weed at a young age. That's what he said.
The killer's drug, they call it.
And then he's like, and then it turned into like meth, and I was like, oh. Okay. Anyways, he's like, there's these two dudes, two Mexican guys that and whatever, and I think they were in a gang, and they had a repair shop. Anyways, they're having a New Year's party, and we're all hanging out, and there was these two white dudes, and we're sitting around, and they were like, what they call, he was like, they called my two Mexican friends, and that's a racist term because like they're crossing the river or whatever, right? Like from Mexico into Texas, right? He's like, it's a very racist term. And I couldn't believe that these two white guys said that. So I went to my friends and I said, hey man, those guys in there, they're calling you things. And he's like, I didn't expect this to happen. But the guy I told went into the garage, right? And then shot the guys. And I'm like, what the fuck did you think was going to happen? You're telling the gangster guy, right? The gangster guy that these two white kids are calling you racial slurs. You don't think he's just going to go in there and fucking light them up?
And wait, I thought this was supposed to be the killer story. So wait, this guy wasn't even...
So they didn't kill the guys, right? So that's the thing. They didn't kill the guys. And so they put them in the trunk, drove him out to a back road, and then they gave the gun to the guy, and they're like, you have to kill them. So he killed them.
Okay.
So he's like, well, I guess I have to do this now. So he finished them off. But he's like, the entire time, he's like, I didn't think it was going to happen. I didn't think it was going to happen like that. It's like, you snitched on them. You straight up snitched on them, and then you didn't expect them to die. It's like, and then he's like, I didn't want any of this to happen. It's like, why did you snitch then? Like, what was your thought process? Like, these guys, like, you better kick them out of the party. He's gonna fucking kill them.
Maybe just thought they, were good guys.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to start a dialogue.
Oh yeah, hey, maybe if you really talk to these guys, maybe you wouldn't call them, yeah, maybe they aren't as bad as you think. Well, now they're full of holes because this guy ratted on them, right?
Sometimes you just gotta start a dialogue,
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you're gonna do that,
sometimes people get killed.
But the thing is, in my eyes, if you're in that situation, you're like, okay, because he wasn't a part of their gang. It was like, okay, well, he wants to be a part of their gang, so he's now ratting on these guys. Because otherwise, if you don't want to be part of the gang or be like really close with these guys, you wouldn't rat on these two white kids, right? Right? Like, I
would.
That makes sense, right? But if you wanted to be close with these guys and they're dangerous and you're like, how can I get close with these guys? Oh, I'll tell them that these fucking white kids or literally anybody was talking shit. And then you talk shit, you get hit, and now you're in. It's like, well, look, see, I got your back. Now you have my back. See, now we all killed these guys together.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that makes sense. But the guy telling the story was like, I didn't want any of this to happen. It's like, well,
so
maybe you're saying hanging with the dangerous guys. Like, I don't know.
So what you're saying is the interview should have been like, so I did that, and went really successful, and now I'm in. So
that's what I wanted.
Good interview.
I
Thank you for coming in.
I want to hear from crazy people, and they're like, "Yeah, man, I wanted to be in a gang, so I fucking killed 2 guys." And I'd be like, "Sweet, you are a killer. Congratulations, you are a killer." But now this guy's like, "Oh, I'm not a killer. I did it because I was forced to kill them. I had no other choice." It's like, yeah, you had a choice. You didn't have to rat on them. You could have just kept your mouth shut, and then nothing would have happened. But no, you had to open up your big mouth, and now you're killing people.
Did you see that? Did we watch that Don't Fuck with Cats?
I did. We didn't watch it together, but I watched it separately.
I kind of hated everyone involved in that. Like obviously, gotta get that guy, and they got him. So good. But like, they were making the fucking Facebook people, because it was basically like, yeah, like this Facebook group gang stalked this guy until that he was caught for the crimes. This guy with like, who clearly had mental health issues, and they were like eating up every little like, and he was like leaving them tricks like, try to find me now, and they'd be like, it's the new clue, and they'd be like looking for like, we're gonna stop him, and then the police just ended up finding him because he was reported in like an internet cafe. And it was just like, but they were like the main characters of the fucking documentary, because I guess they were the most involved, but it was like, in the end, they still try to tie it back to them. It's like, I guess just be careful who you talk to on the internet.
Well, it's like the story where it's like what I wanted, where it's like, yeah, man, I killed 2 guys. That's my story. I killed them. They were talking shit. They got hit. Well, if you go to the cops in that situation for the Don't Fuck with Cats, if you interview the cops would be like, yeah, we did our fucking investigation. These fucking Facebook goons are literally getting in the way of our investigation of this guy. They are actually tampering with like their vigilante shit has to end. Like, and then they're wondering, they're like, the cops weren't listening to us. It's like, the cops probably fucking knew. They weren't listening to you because you're a bunch of fucking vigilante weirdos. It's the same thing with the EDP 445, okay? Eat that pussy 445.
Oh yeah, all those guys are sacks of shit.
So there's these 2 guys,
a horrible situation,
who caught this guy, right? Literally like vigilante. They were vigilante. What's the guy's name? Chris Hansen. They were vigilante Chris Hansening him. They're like, oh, so like. You don't find 12-year-olds attractive, but 13-year-olds are attractive. And this dude was straight up like, yeah, man, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I think 13-year-olds are fucking hot. It's like, what? He's like literally just admitting to being a pedophile straight up.
EDP or the... Okay,
EDP straight up is saying like, yes, I am a pedophile. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just want to like... And they're like, well, why are you sending this alleged 13-year-old pictures of you jerking off? And he's like, I don't know, man. It's like, okay, we know why, but the guy's interviewing this like big man. He's very, very big man.
Oh, that giant
big
fucking
beard,
guy.
no chin. Big man, no chin. Okay,
the giant guy who's like also like a racist and
super racist. Tons of clips of him calling people the N-word, saying, oh, he's just a sore N-word when somebody's like, you shouldn't say the N-word.
Great.
It's
Good
like,
response.
like a bunch of stuff. He was like videos of him, like Instagram live videos of him being like, oh, I shouldn't say the N-word on a live stream, but I'm gonna say it anyways.
Oh
right?
my God.
It's just like straight up saying shit like that. Like, he's not a good guy.
No.
Also, he was like, when he's talking to EDP and he's trying to figure out, he's like, why does EDP 445 like 13-year-olds but not 12-year-olds? So he's trying to rationalize it with them, and he's like, look, I like 18-year-olds. And I think some 17-year-olds are hot,
I remember
too,
that. What the
but
was that?
I don't go bleh about a 17-year-old, but like you would for a 12-year-old. And it's like, bro,
that guy's
like,
garbage.
they're all self-reporting.
And he let what was it? He like waited until the video was gonna become monetized before he posted it or some shit.
He made sure it was YouTube advertiser friendly before releasing it, so he could make ad revenue off of it. the catching the pedophile video.
Mm-hmm.
There's reports saying that they probably ruined investigations.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. That it's like
actually ruined investigations.
Yeah, I watched like the critical videos on it. But he was also saying that that one of the guys involved was just like teamed up with this guy, but like not really associated with the fucking racist guy at all. He was just filming it, and he's actually been like doing shit like this before.
Oh really?
Yeah, and then Critical went, okay, that's it. And then
yeah, he's like, so guys,
I'm here to talk about the latest you say shit like turd muffin in the shit basket, and here we go, we're going back into YouTube's hellhole.
Listen, I don't like pulling turds out of your asshole, but this time I have to.
Shut the fuck up.
Have you seen my dildo collection? I have a 6-foot dildo you guys should see. Have you seen it? I play with dildos, guys, because
this one really tickles my balls. Like it's the same fucking like machinima humor. I mean, he's been around for a while too.
Oh, so I loved his older videos where he would talk like that, but it would be even more like it's gotten old now. How he like explains things is still really good because I think it is.
Look, he's good because he uploads like 4 times a day, and it's always like topical shit, and it's very like it's just presented very well and fast.
Dude, he gets millions of views off of just recording some shit that's on his mind. He's literally living the dream.
He's literally just a normal dude, and he's just recording himself talking about that stuff that happened on the internet.
Literal drama, and he always prefaces it with like, I know I don't like talking about drama, but literally every video is a drama video. I love him. It's so just like garbage content, but I'm glad he's making he makes fucking bank off of pretty much doing nothing. His live streams are like as good as Donkey live streams. Like Donkey live streams are fucking bad, okay?
Yeah, but they're ironically bad.
No, they're not. No. His live streams are fucking bad, dude. They're so boring. Except for when he was doing some gamer game show one with like Ego Raptor and shit. That was funny. When he was like watching all of those. It was like the hostess kept calling them gamers. It was like fucking hilarious. This is like early 2000s. And the hostess would always be like, hey, gamers. All right, gamers. And it was funny every time because chat would freak out. The chat would freak out so hard every time she said gamers because it's so fucking ironic at this point, right?
That's like King of the Nerds shit.
Yeah.
Bring that back. I just want to see giant J-Wits in King of the Nerds just stonewalling these other like manic crazy fucking nerds. I sent that clip where it's like the guy being like, I know all the Pokemon, I know way more Pokemon than Josh does, and it's just J-Wits from fucking YouTube who I didn't even know did anything besides just make fucking Pokemon videos, just standing there completely like stone faced as this fucking like crazy little squirrely asshole is like talking shit about his entire team. Fantastic. Never watched the show, never will, but
never. God, no.
I do like clips of that, and I think Jovenshire from Smosh Games was in one. Remember Jovenshire?
Yeah. Jovenshire.
Remember So Hinky?
Remember? No, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Remember Lasercorn?
No, shut the fuck up.
You guys don't remember Smosh Games?
Yeah, I remember that.
Nobody watched that.
It was called Smosh. It was called Lasercorn because he had a tattoo of a unicorn shooting lasers.
Shut up. That's not real.
It was on Smosh Games, dude.
Dude, stop. That's not real. Shut up.
It's just a funny little dream you had.
Yeah.
That is like a funny like dream.
I never
to be on Smosh Games.
I never watched Smosh Games. I never really watched Smosh. I thought Smosh was shit.
You take that back.
Smosh was funny.
Look,
I would look forward to Fridays because of Smosh.
Every Friday after school, you go home and you watch the newest Smosh video.
I was more of a Tobuscus guy myself, honestly.
I was also a Tobuscus guy.
I never really watched Tobuscus besides those trailer videos.
You would always say, like, man, I bet this guy's a rapist in real life.
I was famous. That was my famous catchphrase as a 13-year-old. I bet this guy drugs and rapes other women.
Epic win was awesome, dude.
Okay. What do you think he's up to? I think just the same old shit. Most of these people are up to like just the same old shit. So
I don't know. Tobuscus, Toby Turner's probably in his fucking 40s, but
I don't think he's that old.
Is he that old? Yeah.
I think he is that old.
Yeah, he's like 56, I think.
I think he's like 68 years old.
Yeah, he's reaching the end of his lifespan. I think,
every what's it called? Toby plays. What's it called?
Toby Maguire. Yeah.
Toby Games would start with him coming down the stairs in his motorized chair, and then
that's awesome. See, I love that shit. It was just random shit.
Redness, whiteness, darkness, or whatever.
Yes,
dude. It's just what he sees because he's an old man and he has cataracts.
He literally can't see anything.
No,
you think his dog's still alive? I hope so.
His fucking famous dog Griffin is definitely dead.
Yeah, Griffin.
No.
There's no way that fucking shit-eating dog is still alive. Is Toby
that shitload of fuck
Turner? Oh
no! Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Okay.
I don't want to know. I want the magic to stay forever.
This is the only way that the dog can live forever, is if Basie doesn't hear it.
If I don't hear that, it's dead.
Schrodinger, it's instead of Schrodinger's cat, it should be Tobuscus's dog.
Tobuscus's dog.
That should be a new animated rap battle. The anime, whatever. Did you watch the Quinn video on Animemes? Remember that?
No, what the fuck's an anime?
Insanity Wolf versus Courage Wolf or some shit, or it was like Forever Alone guy versus Insane Girlfriend. Never watched that shit?
No, I can't say that I have.
They're like these animated rap battles that were like with really old memes that were like terrible, but they couldn't keep up because like they were so expensive to make. So like they ended up just being, it'd be like Batman versus fucking someone else that's not like what a meme is. So I don't know, man. Old YouTube. Remember when old YouTube was like, I think like everything I used to watch on old YouTube was run by a fucking company and like really expensive shit. And now I like can't stand any of it. Like I have to watch something by a guy who's like 1,000 subscribers just to get that, the genuine feel,
Yeah, underground YouTubers. Fuck underground.
You. Yeah, listen. Mainstream shit, kind of cringe, honestly.
I listen to this YouTube channel. It's pretty underground.
Because I listen to this podcast. It's pretty underground. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't get it.
It's it takes, you have to have 300 IQ to really sort of get the meat of this podcast into your mouth.
Yeah.
Speaking of 100 IQ, I got I'm bringing back, I think it's been enough time. I'm bringing back a segment. We're treading lightly here.
We just do an IQ test?
Because the last time we did this segment, it was things got a little out of hand, but I'm timidly bringing back
Don't say it. Say it.
Sort by poo.
Oh no.
Fucking God.
Oh,
but I have two here that I think aren't. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be good.
Oh my God.
I'm autistic and you guys are bullying me. It's going to be the first comment we're going to read.
So I have two I thought would be fun to look through. Two popular ones. Sort by poo is when we sort new on a very popular subreddit and help out people that are hot off the presses sending in their
no way we're helping anybody with this.
I thought we could look at
it's a good idea.
Today I fucked up.
Hell yeah.
Is a very popular one. Yeah. And shower thoughts.
Oh, my two favorite subreddits.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Which one do you guys want to start with?
Matt, I don't think that is a good idea.
I'd say shower thoughts, guys.
I'm a shower thoughts fan.
Reddit. Shower thoughts will be good because basically shower thoughts is basically just jokes. Like you just say jokes in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just say
and
like,
you make everybody XD, dude. If you don't get the XD award in they arrest you. Actually, you go to Reddit jail if you don't get the XD. If people don't give you 69 XD awards.
So it's great because we can sort by new.
Oh, the newest one on there is really funny, actually. So
I think I see that one too. Yeah. So the great thing about sorting by new is that everyone's just going to be trying to be funny, and it's it's awesome. So Martin, do you want to read that first one because I think we see the same one here.
Excuse me. Okay. So yeah, I like this one. Keith Richards plays the guitar like a disabled 14-year-old. Who's Keith Richards?
Good shout.
That's
from
Reddit
Rolling
for you.
This guy. Oh, this is Captain Jack Sparrow's father. Right,
It is Captain Jack Sparrow's father. This one, it was from 2 minutes ago.
That's what he's known for.
From I Can't Draw Good, and he says, most people will never return to the hospital room they were born in. I mean, I guess that's true.
Shower thoughts.
That one's not even like.
Bro.
At least the good ones on this are like at least kind of make you think, or like, oh, that's kind of clever. What is this one?
Aren't they supposed to be like you can relate to them? Aren't they supposed to be relatable? Like, I think that is the epitome of relatable, right? Like most people won't return to the hotel room. Well, the hospital bed or whatever. Yeah, like no shit. Yeah, that's basically everybody. It's like, oh yeah, that really makes you think. Yeah, I think.
No, but don't you wish you could? Isn't it just like a cosmic crime that you don't?
I'll tell you what a fucking cosmic crime is.
This one's
Reddit's a cosmic crime.
This one's from Zykeria44, and he says, people get so excited when they see a rock from outer space, but they somehow forget that they are living on a giant rock floating in outer space.
I wonder how many times that idea has been posted.
Probably 6 billion times. Probably as much time.
That's like the first thing I see when I turn on Facebook.
Some people get.
Wait, you still turn on Facebook?
Every day just to see that post.
Really? All I see on Facebook is like put down your number, and then it's like a list of like places you've been to, or like things you've gotten in, or like drugs you've done.
Yeah.
And people be like 23. Like
23.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess you said 23. Yeah, all I see on Facebook now is this is why you shouldn't get the vaccine.
I've managed to avoid most of that. Most of my shit is like, it's like comment your second at and you would live in this mansion together. Or it's like Marchant arguing with people on like science posts or some shit.
My favorite pastime going on Facebook.
Marchant, you actually go on Facebook? Holy shit.
Catching up.
I've not touched Facebook in so long.
I love getting pissed off, dude.
That's why I play League of Legends.
Yeah.
Noob Cybot is the only noob who is most feared at any fight.
He's the most noob that's Cybot, dude.
This one's for me, but I didn't expect this to be here. But it is like one of the most recent ones. It is crazy that they thought this would get upvoted.
Yeah.
Is it the one I'm looking at? Probably.
Did you find one?
I did find one. This one doesn't even make sense. The title is just making a developing kid cry. The hell does that even mean?
What? What's
making a developing kid cry?
Fuck?
Here's his explanation, okay? So the phrase, make a grown man cry, okay, is used for tough dudes taking in tough things that they would even cry. Then could the same be said for beating kids at video games when you get old and beat kids so bad you would make them cry? Being as kids are generally the top of the food chain in video games, or a game is so hard it would make a young kind cry.
If you need to
see a doctor.
If you need to write an essay to explain your shower thought, I think it's going above and beyond a shower thought, okay?
This one's good. It's actually a funny coincidence that the company behind Windows was founded by Mr. Gates.
Why is that fun?
It's not, because I've never seen a gate with a window on it. It's not the opposite.
What, like a door? That's a bit of a stretch. That's
also the window logo has like panes. It's a closed window. So what are you fucking talking about? I love this. Catching more flies with honey than vinegar is inaccurate, considering vinegar helps make an effective fly trap. Great.
But it's not.
Thank you. That's actually helpful.
Vinegar isn't what
actually helpful. It's what?
Bitch. Vinegar is not what attracts them. You get apple cider vinegar because it's sweet like honey, but it's vinegar and it'll kill them. This guy's a moron. You're cool. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's his name.
This one's from Evil Recyclops, and he says gender reveal parties are literally baby sex parties.
I'm interested.
They're not.
Yeah, they're not. But like, why? But like,
and
why
what is and that? What is that? What do you mean they're literally that? Like that but thing like, you made up?
Say that.
The
but
thing you made up.
Say that.
that should be the name of this segment. Actually, why even? Say
why
that?
did you say that? That's what Reddit is. Why did you say that? That's a good name for the segment. Why did you say that? Not sort by poo. That's stupid.
Yeah.
I like. Why did you say that? Ben?
Why did you say this? Why did you say this?
What were you thinking?
97. If a teacher catches you trying to change your grade on a test, they'll probably make a change to your grade too.
Wow. Why did you say that?
Oh,
why did you say that?
Why did you say that, D-Man?
And then we ask that, and then we contact the people who said that, and we ask them what the fuck they were thinking.
It's like it's like Predator poachers, but for Redditors.
But for stupid fucking Reddit posts.
It's called Reddit Ranchers.
Redditor poachers.
Redditor poachers.
To catch a Redditor.
Redditor.
Yes.
Please take a seat.
Redditor.
We have your transcripts printed out for us right here. I have it in my bag.
It said that you think that gender reveal parties are baby sex parties. Why did you say that? Why did you say that? What were you thinking?
What did you mean by this?
Yeah, what did you mean by this?
You wrote here 48 minutes ago, any movie title can be funny by adding in your ass in it.
What did you mean by that?
Why did you include? I assume you didn't mean to include adding.
Yeah.
But either way, why did you post that?
Why did you post that? Why? That's such a good question. That is literally probably the best question you can ask anybody on Reddit. Why did you post that? Why? Why did you say that?
A stupid spherical said helium is the original auto-tune. Not what auto-tune is.
That's not at all.
But you know,
what's his name?
Auto-tune just makes your voice higher pitch. That's all it does.
Ooh, I've got a really good one here from
from
Easy is Hard. It's a little surprising 4-leaf clover mutations still happen since they get picked so frequently.
That is a little crazy.
Yeah, that's a little
kooky, crazy, wacky.
That's why they occur, moron. That's how evolution works.
When you think that all of the 4-leaf clovers in the world would already be picked by now, I can't believe there's still some that exist. People didn't already just pick all the 4-leaf clovers when they found them?
Yeah, what the heck?
What?
Frick?
How is there still corn now? Did people just not eat it all when they found it?
Yeah, why? How is there still corn? That's crazy.
This doesn't make sense. I don't like this.
That's crazy.
Rappers are always young, big, or lil. They're never old or middle. Old dirty bastard.
Or middle.
So shut the fuck up. Wrong.
What was the other one? He said old or what?
Middle. I can't think of one for middle, but old dirty bastard. Are you fucking idiots?
Yeah, idiot.
Saying everyone's at fault is the same thing as saying nobody is. Great.
No, it's not.
Yo, true.
If nobody's at fault, then that means it was out of anyone's control. If everybody's at fault, that means everyone contributed to the problem. Dumb bitch.
But also, it's just hyperbolic in general. It's just hyperbole when you say, "Hey, it's everybody's fault." It's like,
who's that?
No,
that post, dude. I'm gonna
find. Who's? Let me know whose fault it was for that post. I want to know. I'll tell them who's at fault.
Some of these, a lot of these are fucking boring.
Of course they are. It's sort by new because It's just people like.
Some of them are good though, but a lot of them are just people being like, to tell someone you are not flirting can be a form of flirting. Like,
oh
great.
my god, yeah. I wonder who wrote that. What he looks like.
God.
Holy fuck. Yeah, when a girl says no, she actually means yes, but that's what he's saying right now. Literally what he's saying right now.
Martin Scorsese would make a great history teacher.
Why?
What are his credentials? Like, he knows a lot about probably like, old New York. And
You must
probably a little
really
bit about
like
Japan.
Increasing my blood pressure. My blood pressure is going through the fucking roof.
Basie's blood pressure goes through the roof. How come no one's blood pressure goes through the floor?
Yeah, post that. See what fucking happens. I'm gonna make 1,000 bots to downvote you.
Hey, this one's themed for today. It says Star Wars never has wars over actual stars, more like planet wars.
Yeah,
that's what they should have called it. Why didn't George Lucas call it Planet Wars? They don't actually fight over stars.
Was he smoking drugs?
That's illogical. That's illogical.
Let's do one or two stories from today I fucked up, and then we'll wrap this bitch up.
Lizards have an unlimited supply of food themselves, and they don't even know it.
Wait, what? What was that?
Because they can eat their tails.
But what can lizards?
Lizards, yeah, they have an unlimited.
Yeah, who is that guy? Give me his name. I want to talk to him. I want to talk to him personally. What's his address?
Jockey.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a talk with him.
We're gonna meet with him in a parking lot
at night.
Why did you
anyways, let's do like one or two stories from today I fucked up. It's has a 17 million people following it, and it's just really fake. Most of them are fake, cringy stories, and they're all fantastic. There's one I can't scroll, but there's one that if someone can get to it, that's new that I really want to read the title of. Okay, here it is. Basically, you'll love this. This is from B-Man.
You're gonna love
article,
this.
And he says, "Today I fucked up by experimenting with urethral sounding."
Turn it off. Hey, and where can they find us, Matt? Where can they find us?
Where can they find us, Matt? Answer him.
They can find us on Reddit. Today I fucked up.
Today
what does the S mean? What does the flare S mean on Today I Fucked Up?
I don't know. Hover over it and find out.
I'm on my phone.
What the fuck does flare S mean? Oh.
They have a little S under it.
I'm gonna fucking screech. I hate Reddit so much.
You can also find us on. You can't find us on Reddit, but you can find us on YouTube, and you can find us on Instagram, and you can find us on iTunes and Spotify, and a bunch of random anywhere you get a podcast. We're on like Owler or some shit.
Owler.
Yeah, we're on a bunch of like random shit. Oh, sorry, I had to delete my cookies for our school website, so I can't get onto our podcast. But anyways, you can find us everywhere that you can get your podcast, and follow us on Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on all the platforms you want, except for Reddit. But I'm thinking about doing like a social media push and like starting a Facebook page and like a Twitter page, just to get like the strays that haven't heard the good news about this fucking this thing we called.
Hast thou heard the good news?
Right?
Cool.
Yeah. I'm not so sure you're gonna get, anyone off Twitter or Facebook, but yeah.
You'll get something off Twitter.
An STD.
Disease.
Horrible disease.
Called liberal.
Horrible brain disease. Yeah, you'll get brain worm if you go on Twitter.
I'll get like I'll get like a really horrible like brain disease where like I'll lose like half my brain cells, and then I'll be in the hospital, and my parents will be like, "Oh, like we've never had a liberal in the family." I saw that the other day. That was pretty terrible. I wish, how Ray William Johnson has the Watchmen wall? I want that, but it's all like boomer comics. So it's like the guy flipping over his calendar and it says 1984, and I want.
I love that.
I want like the guy like saying like watch this, and then he says Trump into someone's like ear, like this like really ugly looking like piercing filled like toque wearing fucking
blue
approximation
hair.
of what the author thinks like anyone younger than 30 looks like.
Yeah,
just their head exploding. I love shit like that. Send us shit like that on Instagram. Show me shit like that.
That's the good shit. Okay,
I'll
if
make sure I post
everything was like that on Reddit, like ironically, Reddit would be so fucking good. If Reddit was more ironic, Reddit would be so good.
There's some
But
okay
it's
ones.
not ironic. It's not ironic. It's all serious. And,
only the fun ones are serious, and those are the ones I like to look at. All right, guys. We'll see you all next week.
See you on Reddit, boys.
I like Reddit.
Next week when we talk about tacos.
I'm gonna cut that.
Let's talk.